responsibility for with when they're undecided, they want to approve to declare it.
Okay.
So we sign it.
Good evening, everyone. As we return. All right, welcome. Once again, this is day 3, second session of day 3 of our virtual information fair, where we are building a successful HU experience by giving you all of the resources that are essential to our Hampton student, as well as these programs are open to the parents of our Hamptonians as well. This evening, we are pleased to be joined with the director of the Career Center, Ms. Bessie Willis, and she's going to be talking about all of the services and programs that they have going on within her center. So welcome. How are you?
Wonderful. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
Good to be here.
So let's go ahead and jump right into it. Now, Ms. Willis, we do have parents and students on the line. After we discuss what your office does and you handle, we do allow the parents and students to ask some live questions. You good with that? Okay.
Fine with me.
All right. So first, let's just tell us, what is the mission of the Career Center?
The Career Center here at Hampton is centralized, and so we service all students. What we do is collaborate with our campus partners, and our partners are Hampton students and faculty and the employers. So it's external and internal. So we collaborate with all of our partners to make sure that we provide comprehensive career support and career development services so that our students are prepared for meaningful and successful careers that enhance their lives so they can go out and become global citizens.
So I've been to your building. You are in one of the newer buildings, beautiful office.
We can control our own climate.
Beautiful office, I will say this. So let's just tell them, where are you located and how they can contact the Career Center.
We're located in the multi-purpose building. Our building is, the one side of it is a dorm, and I think the students call it MUF.
Yes.
And, when freshmen or new students come in, they'll get the tour and know where we are. But we're in the multi-purpose building here on campus.
All right. So one of the main focuses of this week's event is to talk about what it is you do. So what services do you offer to the students?
Everything the student needs to prepare starting freshman year. And we do encourage students to come to the Career Center starting freshman year. We offer individual career counseling. We have assessment inventories. We have a career resource library, resume and cover letter assistance. We have companies that offer services for students. They help us prepare students. And so our companies come in and help with the interviews, the mock interviews, we call them, help students with resume development, their cover letters, job search, internship searches, part-time jobs. We have some students that just may want to work. And so we get a lot of local folks that will call us, and if a student wants a part-time job, which can sometimes turn into an internship. On-campus recruiting, so starting in the fall, we have a lot of companies that come in to recruit and interview students for jobs and internships. We have 2 career fairs a year, fall and spring, and we have a graduate and professional school fair. So anything a student needs to be successful, we have it.
So when should the students first visit the Career Center?
when you come on campus, you get your room, pay your tuition, if you haven't paid it. Get your classes settled. Once you go to your first class, then you come to the Career Center. So start freshman year. A lot of students think they need to wait. Please come freshman year.
So how do they go about setting appointments? I know we're post-COVID. Are we doing in-person things versus virtual? How's your office operating with this upcoming fall year?
Starting in the fall, it will be by appointment.
Okay.
And so students can call the Career Center number, or they can shoot us an email. I don't know, should I give them a phone number now?
Yes, our support staff will drop it into the chat for them, as well as everyone. Friday, everyone, if you received our invitation to this, you will be receiving another document. We're going to give out like a roadmap. So it's going to have every department that talked, all the contact information and special links. So we're going to send that out on Friday.
Okay. And the phone number is 757-727-5331. Or you can simply send an email to careercenter@hamptonu.edu.
All right. So now let's talk about one of our staple events, the Career Fair. I will say this, your office does an amazing job with our Career Fair. Our students always look forward to it, and it's always very enlightening to see how many students walk away with jobs, internships on that same day. Now that we are returning back for in-person instruction, do you know when the fall career fair will be and how that's going to operate?
The fall career fair is on September 23rd.
Oh, okay.
And so we have the date already. You can put that date on your calendar. We usually hold the career fair from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Freshman students are required to come, but we don't want them to think about being required. We want them to want to come to the career fair, because a freshman student can start preparing and networking with employers at the career fair, so that by the end of their freshman year, they can go into an internship. I have many freshman students who are on internships this summer. So as long as you have 30 credit hours, you can go on an internship.
Now, everyone that is entering the career fair does have to be professionally dressed. So can you just discuss the dress code?
Have to be professionally dressed. You know, we have students that like to argue about that. But we are steadfast in standing out front monitoring. And it's because our companies, they really praise Hampton University for requiring our students to dress professionally. And believe it or not, they talk about some of the so-called majority schools that they visit. And they see students who are in flip-flops and shorts and, you know, coming to career fairs. But they tell us they love coming to Hampton because we work with our students and encourage them, require them to dress professionally. So the guys have to wear the suit, the shirt with the tie, the appropriate shoes, hair groomed. So we require that. The ladies can wear a skirt or pants, you know, the blouse. They can wear a professional dress, appropriate shoes, hair groomed. So all of those are requirements. The students who do not have the appropriate attire, we have a clothes closet. And so we have professional outfits in that closet that students can access free of charge. Have to make an appointment to get in there, but you know, we have a lot of nice suits that are donated for men and women in that facility.
All right. So can the Career Center assist with networking with the employers before they get there? How do you assist with networking?
At the fair is the career fair is a networking event.
Okay.
But we also have what we call information sessions. We also have workshops and seminars that the employers host. And students can actually go to those free of charge. In the fall, because of COVID, they will have to register or RSVP to go to those events, first come, first serve, because space is limited. But we have many employers that recruit here at Hamilton. Most of the Fortune 500 companies, you know, the Google, the Amazon, all of the top accounting firms, Lockheed Martin, and, you know, I could name many more that recruit here. And so there are employers for every major. There is no reason why a student should leave Hampton and not have a job. It's up to the student, though. You have to help us help you.
So they go to the career fair, they network, and they get the interview. What does your office do to help them prepare for this?
We have mock interview sessions with students. We tell students the first thing they need to do is to have a resume. And so we work with students to make sure they have that perfect resume. And students need to remember the resume gets you the interview. And so if you have a terrible resume, company will throw it in the trash. And so we encourage students to come by the Career Center to start developing that resume freshman year. Also a cover letter, very important. A lot of students don't think the cover letter is important, but a lot of companies look at that cover letter as determining whether a student knows how to write. They tell us, you know, we can look at that cover letter and know whether the student can write. They also look at the cover letter to determine creativity. So, you know, some students have a cover letter and every paragraph starts with I, not very creative. And so we help students with the mock interview, and not only Career Center staff, but we have employers that come on campus and will do mock interviews with students.
Okay. All right. So when they're here and then they come and they sign up or they utilize your services, is there a way for them to be able to see the jobs or internships while they're on campus, or do they only have to wait for the career fairs?
We have a e-recruiting platform where students can access that platform free of charge.
Mhm.
We have over 3,000 or more employers in that system. We also send out daily an internship and full-time job announcements. We work very closely with our deans and chairs. And so we send announcements on internships and jobs to our faculty partners, and they post them in Blackboard. So there are several avenues where students can get the information, and they can simply come to the Career Center. We have bulletin boards, and thank you, Calvin. We will have a bulletin board in the student center.
Just got it up.
Right, we will be posting information down here in the student center. So no reason for students not to have access to information.
All right. And previously, when we were in person, you often had career recruitment taking place within the student center where they were doing those job sessions or internship sessions. Is that something you are going to continue doing in the fall?
We are waiting on our COVID committee to let us know
Okay.
whether we can be in person or virtual. I am hoping, because I miss the students and I miss the employers. And so we want to have some in-person events, but we will have to make sure they are COVID friendly, I guess I can say. And so, you know, we're waiting on approval.
Okay. Good. So, and just one last thought that I learned when I was checking out your website. You all offer services to the alum of the university as well. So let's talk about that.
And our website, we are updating.
Okay.
So it should be a new website, I would say within a month.
Okay, great.
But we do offer free lifetime services to our alumni. Any service that we offer to students, we offer to alumni, except internships.
Okay.
Although some companies do call us and say, we have in a rotational program where we would love to get an alumni to participate. And they do call it an internship. I don't, because we have rules for internships here at Hampton.
Okay. All right, that's great. Good to know. All right, everyone. So now, thank you for that information. Now, if you don't mind, we're going to take a few live calls. You ready?
Bring it on.
All right. All right. So the first one is going to be Miss Scott.
Hello. I have two quick questions. One, in regards to, I guess, the Hampton career fair that's scheduled for the fall. You had stated that all freshmen must attend. I'm assuming prior to that, will they be getting any type of, if they come to school with a resume, should they go ahead and make an appointment with the Career Center to get a look over their resume before September 23rd and possibly get a cover letter drafted up if they don't have that? Or is that going to be worked out through their freshman studies class?
I strongly encourage them to come to the Career Center to get their resume, get started on their resume. And we work very closely with freshman studies. And so they will ask us to do a workshop before the career fair.
Okay.
To talk to students about what the Career Center offers. But, as I said earlier, as soon as a student gets their room and their classes, come to the Career Center and we'll be there to welcome them.
Okay. And you also mentioned that you have maybe like, I don't know if it's like a website or something or application or directory, that's an online directory that you have for your students that offers over 3,000 listing of, I guess, internships and jobs. I didn't catch the name of that.
It's Simplicity, and we call it Pirate Link here at Hampton.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Yeah, we will send that information out to students. And what happens with Pirate Link is that we automatically upload all of our students into Pirate Link. And
Mhm.
so we simply have to, we'll send out an email advising them that that service is available. And we will send an email to let them know how to get their password to log into the system.
Okay, thank you so much. Have a good evening.
You're welcome. Nice to meet you.
You too.
All right, Miss Martin.
Hello. Hi. So I have a quick question. I know you said that there is something for every major there. So my son's at work right now, or I'm going to pass this information on to him. But he has a very non-traditional major. So he's music recording technology. And so, will there really be something there for even these to me, what are not traditional, like not the accountants, not the business majors, especially a freshman have to go, you want to make it worth their while. So there really is something for every major, because that's kind of a major that's not.
There is something for every major, and we've worked with many students from that specific major.
Okay.
What we like to do is bring students in, so encourage him to come talk to us freshman year, so we can kind of, we have a service called "What Can I Do with This Major?"
Mm-hmm.
And so we will let him see the different career path that he can go into with that specific major. I can tell you right off the top, one employer that looks for those majors is Disney.
Okay.
So they came on campus to recruit those majors. You've also have many companies, and a lot of students in that major don't think about going into corporate America.
Mhm.
But you hear they have departments that do commercials and, you know, specific areas that produce their music. And so we've had a couple of students actually go into corporate America.
All right, thank you. That's good to hear. Thanks so much.
You're welcome.
So Ms. Martin, I just have a question because I know you've been with us all week. Your
Yes.
son with his major, do you know what avenue he wants to go in? I'm just curious.
Of course, he wants to be a music producer. So, and I have, my husband and I are alum, and one of our classmates is a Grammy award-winning music producer. So, there are some. I don't even think he was a music engineering major at Hampton, to be honest with you. But so that's his thought right now. So it'll be interesting to have him hear some other things, and maybe you do both, because that's that starving artist kind of major, so to speak. It could be.
We have relationships with Sony Music and Spotify and you name it. I can't think of any others off the top.
Okay, that's great. That's really good to hear then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I would always, because I know our department, student activities works very well.
Mhm.
And oftentimes, if your son wants to come talk to us, we have different music, because we host campus DJs,
Mhm.
I host the concerts, stuff like that, where he could be behind the scenes and help with some of the technical stuff.
Yeah.
We
Okay.
always will welcome our students to that opportunity. And in that way, once we learn, I can pass them on to
Mhm.
Ms. Willis. And their office is really good if they know in advance and trying to target certain companies
Mhm.
and bring them here for events. We're always open to those new opportunities. We just need the students like your son to speak up and come and talk to us. But definitely have them come to student activities. I would definitely love to use some of this technical expertise with some projects that, but yes, we do host like talent shows and stuff. And we definitely could use his benefit, because a lot of our students that are indie artists, like singers and stuff, that put out these EPs, they don't have anybody to, help them with the musical stuff. So you might, be able to network with them and, build his skill set underneath the university platform.
That's a really great idea. So thank you for that.
Tell him, don't be a stranger.
Yeah.
We have students that actually come hang out in the Career Center, and we don't mind. So
I probably should have hung out in the career center and I didn't, but
All right.
I'm being honest. So I will encourage him for sure. Thank you.
All right. Do we have any more questions? All right, everyone, seeing none, I would like to thank you all again for joining us on this evening. Remember, tomorrow at 6 p.m., we will be joined with Dean Whitfield from the Office of Judicial Affairs, as well as Lieutenant Michael Stewart from Hampton University Police Department. And then at 7 p.m., you'll be back here with myself and my director, Mr. Enzel Harrell from Student Activities, and we'll be discussing all of the great activities that we have coming up as far as homecoming and other things that everybody's been calling, wanting to know what it will look like when we return. And if you did join us late on this evening, please remember to check out our YouTube channel. All you have to do is go to YouTube, type in HU Student Affairs, and you'll be able to see all of these live broadcasts aired. Once again, thank you all for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you in the future.
nice meeting you.
Bye-bye.